Yo, this is LT back at you again. Shout out to all the subs and the followers and those who support the channel. I thank you all for joining in on the channel. Quick news and updates here. Like I say, it's the off season, so it's not a lot of news out there. But one thing that I like to bring up is that Greg Hardy is back on the news, right? He's stating that he's a rehabilitated man. He's going to get counseling and he's have a different perspectives on life views and stuff like that, which is good for him. Me personally, I think that the Cowboys should have marketed a little bit better or coached him up a little bit better last year when he was on the team. It's just never a good sight when you are losing, right? 4-12. It could be the aspect that he rubbed off and gave a bad omen, just jinxed the team or what have you, if you believe in that. Me personally, I don't. I just feel like the coaching staff just wasn't strong enough to obtain that type of presence that he brought to the team. Yes, it was horrible. Yes, Cowboys are a media-led team. So a lot of things that the Cowboys talk about or go through is opinionated through the media, and they have a very, very strong opinion. If you don't think so, if the Cowboys was to sign a UPS guy, just a random UPS guy on the team, it would make headline news. It would be on all major networks saying the Cowboys just signed William Harvey from the UPS. He's gonna be a hell of a blah blah blah. So that's what you're dealing with when you're talking about the Cowboys nation, Cowboys fan base, or just the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or over there in Arlington or what have you. It's just so many things that can go wrong. But I'm still waiting for the Cowboys to sign Cromartie. I think that he'll bring in a hell of a different perspective as far as veteran leadership out there in the backfield. He'll be able to, why not have him as a understudy for Antonio Brown or Anthony Brown. I can't say this guy's name for it. I just probably need to look him up again. But from Purdue, however you say that university that he's from, that would be a good step. Or even Brandon Carr may learn something from him, right? The brother haven't caught interceptions in like 2 or 4, well, I'll say 5 years. I don't know when the last time. I think the last time Brandon Carr caught an interception, and I may be wrong, was when they played against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the I guess it was like a preseason or could have been a season game. I think Brandon Roethlisberger, he caught the interception, and I guess he kind of like won the game, I guess, with that particular INT. But neither here nor there. I think the Cowboys should go out and grab him. That'll be a good pick. Players to look for again, since it's the dry season or the off season, will be just go out and just look up for the Northern Dame, Chris Brown. Please look up his highlights. I think that he's going to be the off-season camp hero if he can stay healthy. The guy, like I said, got strong hands, can catch the ball, can pluck it out of the sky. Just a hell of a player to watch out on the highlights there. And we do know that highlights can be very misleading, but that's the game, right? It's all about marketing yourself and seeing what you can do to better yourself altogether. Man, I just need some coffee, boy. It's early in the AM, right? Outside of that, I appreciate all you guys, like I say, for showing your support. It's just how it is, man. It's off season. I try to lay something down each and every day. As far as channel expectation, my channel will grow in the future. Of course, this may be a little slow right now as far as news and information. But if you have any topics or anything that you would like to look up or have us to go over or to discuss, just inbox it down below or send me a private message. It's all cool. Like I say out there, when you're teaching the class, there's no such thing as a dumb question, right? All questions can be asked. You just have to say it, or ask it. and we should try to gather up some information and just keep it, fun. It's life. You want to root for your team. You want to be able to see things change in your team. You want to be able to even if you're not a Cowboys fan, you want to just scout the team to see who you can sign up for your fantasy team. There's so many things. The football league is just becoming such a fun league. I'll say the generation that grows up now, the new generation, they would never be like us, just loyal to one team, because the Stars are such a one year they here and the next year they there. I mean, it's kind of like you growing up and you seeing Joe Montana playing for, if you're a diehard 49er fan and you seeing Joe Montana play for the Kansas City Chiefs, or the year that you saw Jerry Rice playing for the Raiders, or for the Cowboys fan to come close to home was that year we saw Emmitt Smith playing for the Arizona Cardinals. We was like, man, that's horrible, But it's nothing to frown upon now. It's just like, hey, the brother got to go get his money. Why not? I support him, So it's just kind of weird, to know that one day we might see Dez Bryant throwing up the X for the Eagles, That's just how the football league is. Or Tony Romo to never win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys, and this sort of thing, and he goes to the Browns. Or to make it even worse, what if Tony Romo goes to the Patriots after Tom Brady, retires or something like that, and win a Super Bowl? That's what the new league has become. There's no loyalty in within fans. You see people like, for a good example, basketball. I'm seeing people saying that, oh man, I'm a diehard Warrior fan. I've been following the Warriors all of my life. I'm saying like, oh really? Oh really? You've been always following the Warriors, and you see it all the time. Man, I'm a Cleveland Brown fan. I've been holding it down for the Cleveland Browns, well, not Cleveland Browns. What's the name of the team that LeBron James played for? Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. I've been a Cleveland Cavalier fan all my life and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, really? But fans these days are just fans of the actual player, and they just don't know how to describe it. You can be like me. I'm not saying that I root for other teams outside of the Cowboys, but when I see greatness, I acknowledge it. Sometimes I sit back and say, man, Cam Newton is a bad boy. Or Aaron Rodgers, man, that's a good guy out there for the Green Bay. So we do fall to that hype or what have you. But my allegiances are always going to be with the Cowboys. I've been following them for so long, It's kind of like second nature. The first thing I do when I turn on my phone, I don't go to no Facebook. I go to the Cowboys website. I'm just trying to figure it out, My wife, she go to Facebook or she go to Instagram and stuff like that. But me, I'm on there for a whole nother reason. I'm trying to see what the Cowboys news are, what's going on with the boys, who's in town for this weekend, where can I find the tickets for the Lolo, stuff like that. That's me all day. It's all about, and then if anybody doesn't know me, like, the thing is, the glory about being a Cowboy fan, even if you casually like football, or even if you don't know anything about football, you know about the Cowboys, and they know I'm a fan. At work, they just drop me off and give me mugs or Cowboy stickers and saying, and the funny part about it is that in 2014, nobody knew my number, right? Nobody knew it. They're like, man, how about them Cowboys, blase. But the moment Cowboys lose, and I know other fans out here can relate, right? The moment Cowboys lose, no matter how they lose, there's a meme out there. There's people that all of a sudden remember your number, and they going out there saying, hey, man, how about them Cowboys, man? Your team suck, or your team blows, or Tony Romo's garbage and stuff like that, and he's trash. You get these people then that will come out, but when we winning, they nowhere to be found. and I'm in the South. It's just so funny how all of these Saint fans come around and they say, who that, who that, who that. And the year before when we beat the Saints, they couldn't be found. They was hiding under every brick, rock, corner, I see them in the mall somewhere. They ducking and diving. But when my Cowboys lost last year to the Saints, I was like, I'm right here. Drew Brees is a hell of a quarterback. I never throw salt, shade, or anything his way. But, he's a good player. I don't never say, man, Drew Brees, garbage, man. He sucks. He blows, I recognize game, man. The guy got games, got skills, But it's funny, though. Only Cowboy fans can relate. I don't think there's no other organization, that's picked upon or no other organization that's picked upon like the Cowboys, right? Or maybe the Yankees. But lately, my bad about that. Lately, the Yankees been winning, I guess, so they're not excoriated as much as the Cowboys or maybe the Lakers. I don't know for sure, this Boston Celtics. But the Cowboys, man, everybody knows a Cowboy fan. And everybody love to hate them or hate to love them, Either way, it's all good, I'm here. When trash talking season come around, I'm here. I'm still going to be laying it down. I'm going to talk hell of a noise. My brother, I got two brothers, right? One of them is, a diehard redskin fan or foreskin fan, or however you want to call it. And that brother, he got my number. Now he can stand up to his, he can fight, when his team win or lose, or especially as of lately they've been losing. It just so happened that Kirk Cousins stepped up at the, I guess, right time while everybody's team was in such a disarray. And I'm telling you right now, Kirk Cousins, those Redskin fans are so in love with the idea that Kirk Cousins is the savior of the league, right? Or savior of their franchise. When he didn't do anything, and it's so funny, and watch right around about, mid next season, they're gonna be like, man, get rid of Kirk Cousins. I can't stand him. We should never got rid of RG3, and look for them to go like 5-11 or something like that, and it's just so funny. But my brother, man, he just so in love with those Redskins, and we'll go, respectfully back and forth with one another. And my other brother, he's a Niner fan, and lately, that brother, he's nowhere to be found, man, when he's talking about football in general and what the whole situation or scenario happened with Kaepernick and this sort of thing. Such a funny thing, man. What all happened with that scenario, especially as Cowboy fans out there. We was all at the Super Bowl saying, please, 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 Baltimore Ravens, don't lose this game. But not to be a hater or anything, man. It's just that all organizations are class personified, or whatever you want to call it. They got their cons and pros. It's just there's no other organization like the Cowboys that's such a noticeable organization. Such a organization that no matter where in the world you can go, people recognize that star. If you think I'm lying, you can just put the star on any shirt, any hat, any shoes, or any socks, and somebody, if you can go to the Philippines, if you can go to the Thailand, or you can go to Australia, they say, hey, Cowboys, but not bragging or anything. This year, to validate all what we just said, to validate the reason why we are the America's team, this got to be the year. I'm talking about this got to be the year, guys. This is the year for us to go out, and like I say, I put in a post recently that we'll go 11-5, and now that for sure we got Zeke Elliott, barring health, we should go 13-3. Yeah, people watch. I might get so many thumb downs. So many people gonna be like, "Oh man," if they sit here and watch the video this long, man, you garbage, man, you crazy, man, you're a homer, all that good stuff. 13-3. All right, that's been my time. I thank you all for your time. This is LT Studio. This is LT altogether. I thank you all for viewing. Salute to the good life, and I'm out. Peace.